Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I'm Anime Intensity, welcome back to my channel. So I figured today was the perfect day to start talking about the summer 2018 anime season, just because, you know, we have Attack on Titan Season 3, which is going to be having its world premiere at Anime Expo, and with that news I was like, geez, you know, Attack on Titan 3 is going to be huge. So we're going to have that premiering at Anime Expo, we're going to have it in theaters, we're going to have free Season 3, Dive to the Future. I mean, this summer is going to be great, and I'm so excited, and I hope that I stick to it more than I did with spring. Not that the anime during the spring season are, you know, have not been great. They've been great. I just fell behind. So hopefully I'll do better for summer 2018. Just pray for me, please. Pray to the anime gods. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about the summer 2018 anime chart. I will have the link to the chart in the description box below if you'd like to follow along. Obviously I won't be able to get to everything because if I were to talk about every single anime on the chart, I would be here until next year. So I'll see what I can cover, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So the first anime that we're going to be talking about is actually Yuragiso no Yuna-san. And I kind of like this anime because I like ghosts, girls, and like monster girls and stuff, but let's see what it's really about.
High schooler Kogarashi actually has some pretty bad luck because he is both haunted by ghosts and is also homeless. So what happens when he finds a place called Yuragiso, which is a cheap boarding house that was once a Hot Springs Inn? This Hot Springs Inn is now inhabited by really cute girls, and one girl is actually Yuna, which happens to be a ghost. Will he find the courage to exorcise her even though he really likes her, or will she become an evil spirit? What is the secret behind her? And I don't know about you, but it sounds pretty cool.
See, the only thing for me is that it's an ecchi, and I'm not much of an ecchi watcher, but I love monster girls, I love ghost girls, and this anime actually sounds like it's going to be kind of fun, so I want to give it a shot anyway, even though ecchi isn't necessarily my thing. But I just like the whole, like, ghost girl. I always watch things with, like, ghost girls or monster girls. I don't know why. I really like that kind of stuff. So, if I were to watch it, like, I would watch it for that. So I would want to see how she's a ghost. But I want to check it out anyway, so I'll probably give it a first episode or so watch, see if I enjoy it or not. Next up is Shichisen no Subaru. I like the whole, yeah, someone dying in an MMO and then next thing you know, they're there again. Their character is there again. Their person is there. And you're like, but how? You just died. So, you died 6 years ago. Why are you here again? So, I do think that sounds like a cool mystery, but at the same time, I've seen a lot of anime that revolve around MMOs or something like that, and they don't really, you know, sometimes they go really well, and sometimes they're just kind of okay. So I would like to check it out. I do like that whole mystery around this person that did die, and there she is again, but I don't know how it's going to be. I think the trailer looks pretty cool, like the little clips that we see, but, you know, I'll just have to watch it for myself, I guess.
There's this elementary school student named Haruto who likes to play this game called Union. So there's actually a really legendary party in Union that's called Subaru, and one day its player, one of its party members, dies. So it causes Union to close, but 6 years later, Haruto actually starts playing the reunion game because they're trying to, you know, reboot the game, and next thing you know, he finds that long-lost party member, the one that died, that girl that died 6 years earlier, is now in the game again. So what is the mystery around that? How is she there in the game again? It's another MMO anime, but something is interesting about this one.
Moving along, next we have Setsuriku no Tenshi, or Angels of Death. This anime actually creeped me out during the trailer.
Rachel wakes up in the basement of an abandoned building. She doesn't remember anything and she doesn't know where she is. She's lost and she's dizzy. She ends up coming across a man covered in bandages. He has a scythe, and a strange bond ends up forming between the two because they both want to escape this building, but they have to make an unlikely alliance in order to do so. So they're going to work together to find a way out, but how will they do so, and who is this crazy guy?
Like, I don't know, like, this guy, I mean, I like the whole, you know, Rachel, she's like in an abandoned building in the basement, and she's like, I gotta get out of here, and she meets this guy with a scythe, and she, you know, it's like, oh, I totally feel safe now, but then they form an unlikely friendship and try to make it out of that building. So I do think that it sounds very mysterious, and this guy definitely creeps me out a little bit, but I heard that the game is really good. You can actually pre-order it on the Nintendo eShop on your Switch, so if you want to play the game before the anime comes out, you have a chance to. I think that's really awesome. But I think I've heard this anime is going to be like pretty good. I think the plot sounds cool. I want to see what it turns out to. It's supposed to be kind of like a horror, so we'll have to see how that goes, but I definitely want to check that out. It looks cool. It sounds cool. Angels of Death, you know? I think it sounds awesome. Next up is the PA Works anime, Sirius the Jaeger.
Taking place in the 1930s, there's a strange group of people that carry musical instrument cases in Tokyo. They're called Jaegers, and they hunt vampires. There's this guy among them called Yuli, I can't even say his name, but he's a werewolf whose home village was destroyed by vampires. So Yuli and the Jaegers are in a deadly battle over a mysterious holy ark known as the Ark of Sirius. So they're in battle with the vampires for this Ark of Sirius, and it's really gonna be filled with conspiracy, action, and thrill. So definitely check this one out.
Seriously, what is up with Jaegers? Like, there's Jaegers everywhere. There's Jaegers in Attack on Titan, in Pacific Rim, and now in PA Works Sirius the Jaeger. I think that this sounds really cool. I did a reaction video to the trailer. I think it looks awesome. It's PA Works, so it's gonna look nice. Honestly, I like werewolves, and I like vampires and stuff like that, so I hope that the execution is good, because I feel like vampire anime, you know, you really have to try to make it, I guess, convincing, or you have to make it like like you really have to put a lot of work into vampire anime, because I feel like a lot of people judge like vampire stuff, especially after Twilight. Even though it's been years after Twilight, people still judge vampire stuff. So I like the whole vampires, werewolf kind of thing, but I just want to see how the execution is going to be. I think it looks interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of action, revenge, and stuff like that. So we'll have to see how it goes, but I'm definitely going to check that one out because it's PA Works. Now for one that a lot of people are looking forward to, and that is Grand Blue. Now, just hearing the title, you would think that it's like about the ocean. Well, I guess there is an ocean technically, but you would think that they're like scuba diving or something in the blue ocean. I'm glad that that's not the case.
Kitahara Iori wants to turn his life around by moving away for college. He moves to Izu City, right near the ocean, full of excitement for his new life. He moves into his uncle's diving store called Grand Blue, and he's next to the beautiful ocean near beautiful women and men that love diving and alcohol. So, what will he be able to live his dream college life? This comedy really is going to have it all, I think.
I think that this anime looks like a lot of fun. I can see this becoming a comedy classic. I can see a lot of people enjoying it and making memes out of it during the season. So I think Grand Blue is, you know, something very promising. And I think we need something, you know, that takes place on a beach in the summer and swimming and just like a slice of life comedy that takes place on a beach. It's just like really fun and stuff. I think we need that. So I'm excited for Grand Blue. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't wait. I think it sounds like a blast. On the contrary, we also have another anime that takes place on an island. It's called Island, of course.
Shima is definitely a very beautiful island, but it's very far from the mainland as well. The mainland also actually does not really acknowledge the existence of Urashima and kind of traps the people that live there. Even though it kind of seems like a paradise, these people can never leave. And so this guy named Setsuna wakes up one day at Urashima Island, doesn't know really where he is, doesn't know why he's there, but he's kind of a time traveler. So now he has to interact with the girls on the island and figure out the mysteries and figure out like what are the customs of this island, what's going on, and it's just a giant mystery. I don't even really know what's going on.
There is a mystery as to why this island is kind of like banned from the rest of the country and why people don't, you know, interact with the people on this island. But I think it sounds kind of cool. I want to check it out. I don't know if it's going to be great, but, you know, I just want to know what the mystery is. I want to know what's going on. I feel like this is definitely going to be a hit or miss thing for me, so I will definitely have to give it a few episodes, but, you know, I like mysteries. Now, how about Happy Sugar Life? Now that title sounds so pleasant. You're like, oh, this is gonna be like a cutesy moe kind of anime. No.
Supposedly, Sato is a high schooler that kind of gets around, but next thing you know, she actually meets her true love, which happens to be a little girl named Shio. So after they meet, she wants to protect their life together, so she will actually do anything for their relationship to stay, you know, the way it is, and she will actually even commit murder. So, where did she acquire the little girl? You know, where did this girl come from, and how are they going to be having that happy sugar life together? Because I don't see it as anything as sweet. This sounds kind of scary.
I honestly, when I was reading this plot, I was like, what on earth? Like, I don't even know how to react sometimes. I was like, okay. But what really interested me was the fact that it said that she would actually kill for her one true love. I was like, oh, is this gonna take the yandere turn? Because then I'm all aboard. I am all aboard the yandere train. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this out because, you know, even though it sounded kind of weird at the beginning, I like the whole yandere thing. That's what it sounds like, and I hope that's what it is, because if it's not, then I'll probably like, but you know, I like seeing yanderes in anime. They're always kind of cool. So I was like, you know what, I'll give Happy Sugar Life a try, see what it's like. I think the visuals look kind of cool, so we'll have to see how it goes, but I'm all for it. I mean, now for anime, I really want to talk about Backstreet Girls. And you're thinking like, Backstreet Girls, like the Backstreet Boys? No, well, this anime has one of the weirdest plots that I've ever read, and I am so for it. Imagine being that bad at your job that your Yakuza boss is like, hey, now you're gonna become a woman and become an idol. Like, what did they do that was so awful? They just failed one too many times. And look at what their consequences. I think this anime sounds wild. That plot sounds wild, and I really, really want to check it out. I think it's gonna be hilarious. I think it's gonna be ridiculous, and I'm all for it. There's definitely some hype built around Backstreet Girls, so I definitely want to see how it's going to go, and I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be really, really funny. Next up, we have some sports anime. So we have Haruka no Receive, which is a volleyball anime, so girls in volleyball. I think that sounds awesome. I love volleyball, so we're finally getting like a girls sports anime, which I give a thumbs up, so that's a yes from me. We also have another sports anime called Hanebado. First off, if the girl doesn't want to play, don't make her play. Like, don't, you're like, oh, I see you climbing a tree. You have good reflexes, so you should play badminton. Like, if she does not want to play, don't make her play. But I think it'll be very interesting to see how this guy convinces this girl to play badminton. So I've never actually seen a badminton anime, so I'll probably check it out just because, you know, it's something different. We also have things like Banana Fish, which I will definitely be checking out because there's obviously a lot of hype for it. It's supposed to be a really, really excellent manga, and it's finally getting an anime adaptation. Also Muhyo Toroji's Bureau of Investigations, which I've read the manga for like a million years ago, and it's finally getting an anime after like a million years, so that's definitely something that's on my radar as well. Also, Cells at Work is a definitely, you know, it's just a definite go for me because it's like Osmosis Jones. If you liked Osmosis Jones, check out Cells at Work. It has all, you know, cells in the body fighting against viruses and stuff. It is so, like, I know it's probably me just being a biology nerd, but I really, really love the manga, and I cannot wait for the anime. We have like Daisuke Ono, we have like an all-star cast in Cells at Work. You better not miss it. I'll definitely be watching that.
So which summer 2018 anime are you really excited for? Feel free to let me know in the comment section below because there's just so many things airing that I don't know how many I'm going to watch, but I'm going to try my best to watch as many as I could. So thank you so much for watching this video. Totally appreciate it. Please like, share, or subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you guys next time.